In a recent First Amendment audit in North Augusta, South Carolina, a man exercising his right to free speech was confronted by police officers who attempted to misapply local ordinances to justify an unlawful detention. The tense exchange, caught on video, highlights a growing concern: officers using vague or incorrect legal claims to suppress constitutionally protected activities. Standing on a public sidewalk, Gray was approached by officers responding to a complaint that he was asking for money. When questioned, he refused to answer and asserted his constitutional rights to free speech, assembly, and religion. The officers, insistent on investigating a possible city ordinance violation, demanded identification, but Gray refused, knowing that under the law, ID is only required if there is reasonable suspicion of a crime. One officer, frustrated by Gray's legal knowledge, dismissed his constitutional rights as all this constitutional crap. The situation escalated when police threatened arrest if a city employee provided a written statement claiming Gray was panhandling, even though he had no evidence against him.
I'm all right. How are you, sir?
Okay.
What's going on?
Can I ask you the same thing?
Why?
Because our HR manager called and said you're out here asking people for money.
Okay, I'm hard of hearing. Can you speak up?
Our HR manager in the building here called and said you're asking people for money out here.
Who is the HR? What's their name?
His name is JD.
JD? That's, is that what they said?
Yeah, they said there's a male on the front steps with a sign asking people for money.
Okay.
Are we asking people for money, or?
I'm not answering any questions.
Okay. Let me see your ID.
Nope.
Yes, sir.
I'm engaged in constitution-protected activity, sir.
And you're also being investigated for a potential city ordinance violation. So
I'm engaged in constitutionally-protected activity. What's your name and badge number?
It's William Holtman. It's 309.
Okay, my name is
Now
Jeff.
That I've given you my name. You need to give me your ID.
My name is Jeff, and this is freedom of speech, freedom of religion,
I understand that.
and freedom of assembly on a traditional public forum. I am not asking for money.
Okay. That's what I'm investigating.
Well, all you have is hearsay. I say I'm not. HR manager says I am.
Okay. So that's called an investigation.
Okay, we'll go investigate.
Right now I'm talking to you. I am investigating.
Let's make it clear. I'm engaged in constitutionally protected activities. Wait, just let me finish what I'm saying. I'm engaged in a constitutionally protected activity safeguarded by the First Amendment. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of assembly on public property. Do you understand that?
I understand what the First
You're
Amendment
not getting my ID.
Okay. Give me your ID.
You're not getting my ID.
I'm not asking.
It doesn't matter if you're asking or not. I'm engaged in constitution.
You
don't get
disobeying a lawful order.
You don't get ID for a constitutionally protected activity, sir.
Okay. Headquarters, do you have JD step out?
And I'll let you know I'm not going to resist if you arrest me, but you're making a big mistake if you are. I've already told you I'm not panhandling.
And that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I'm not panhandling.
I don't know why y'all got to do all this constitutional crap and make stuff so difficult.
Constitutional crap?
Yeah, y'all try to hang on this. What y'all try to do is do stuff like this to try to get a reaction so you can
try to get a reaction with a God bless the homeless veteran sign?
Doing,
okay.
I've been doing this 17
so you know
years.
what I'm doing? Get back in your car and have a nice day.
As soon as JD comes out and tells me he didn't hear you ask for money, I will.
It doesn't matter what JD. No, it doesn't.
JD says that he heard you ask for money and he's willing to write a statement. You're going to go to jail for panhandling.
Let's go to jail. Let's do it.
I want to talk to JD first.
Let's do it.
I'm just telling you where we're at.
Hook me up for freedom of speech, freedom of religion. You've already been put on notice that you're going to. I'm exercising a constitutionally protected right.
And you've also been put on notice that if JD, who is an employee of this city, is willing to write a statement that says you were panhandling, okay, I'm going to put you in jail.
Well, then JD will be his qualified immunity to be in jeopardy too.
What was your last report?
JD's nice.
Call 4205 or try to.
All right, let's just go ahead and start recording.
That's fine. I've been recording since before I pulled in the parking lot.
Okay.
That's all I'm doing.
That's fine. I'm engaged in constitutionally protected activity safeguarded by the First Amendment. God bless freedom of speech. God bless freedom of religion. God bless freedom of assembly on public property.
I just want you to know the other side of your statement is absolutely incorrect. The other side of your
Panhandling is not a crime?
Panhandling is a crime.
All right. If I panhandle in front of you, will you arrest me?
I absolutely will.
Okay. When the next person comes by, that comes by, I will ask them for money.
That's fine. You're welcome to do so. Just
I haven't done.
You will be placed under arrest.
I haven't done so to this point, but I might do so.
I haven't said you had. I told you what I've been told.
All right. Panhandling is a constitutionally protected activity. It is free. Yes, it is.
It's a violation of the city ordinance.
It's freedom
and if you
of
do
speech.
it, you're going to go to jail.
Freedom of speech.
No, it's not.
All right, I'm putting you on notice. I'm going to panhandle. It's freedom of speech.
And I'm putting you on notice that when you do, you will be arrested.
Okay. Listen.
Standing here with a sign that's saying "God bless the homeless vets," you're absolutely right.
So is panhandling.
It's not a crime.
Panhandling is a freedom of speech as well.
No,
The
sir,
courts.
it's a violation.
Are you
of
in
the city
contempt of
ordinance.
court right now? Are you in
We're not
contempt
in
of court?
court. How can I be in contempt?
Because the courts have said that panhandling is a freedom of speech issue. It's a freedom of speech.
If that was the case, then it wouldn't be on our books as,
Yes, it
as
would.
a city ordinance.
Yes, it would.
Well, then
That's why the
between you
courts
and
have done it. That's why the courts have had to rule on this.
Have him step down, please.
Panhandling is not a crime.
It is in the city.
Matter of fact,
ordinance.
it's not only not a crime, it's a constitutionally protected activity safeguarded by the
Where
First
in the
Amendment.
Constitution does it say you can panhandle?
Freedom of speech.
That's not freedom of speech.
Freedom of association. It's not?
No, it's not.
According to who?
Nowhere in the First Amendment does it say you can panhandle without
It
reprisal.
says that I can talk to people, doesn't it?
It does, but the city ordinance for soliciting alms and contributions also says that you can't ask people
That's
for
a
money.
content-based restriction. That's a content-based restriction.
JD's on the way down. You have the right to face your accuser. That's in the Constitution
Okay,
too.
that's fine.
Shows that he got a ticket for the date of birth 1993-06-11, 1993-06-11.
People have offered me money. I haven't taken it.
So if he hasn't asked anywhere, he says panhandling's not a crime.
Panhandling is a First Amendment protected right.
No, it's not.
JD, panhandling is freedom of speech. So even if he arrested me for panhandling, it would be a violation of my rights, and I would be suing you guys. All right.
That's your option to do so. Panhandling is a violation of the law. I can give you the code section if you want to do
Code. That's fine. Your code section doesn't override the United States Constitution and the freedom of First Amendment to the United States Constitution.
As long as he's not asking for money, he's not violating. Like standing there with the sign, he's right. I have no issue with that. Yeah, we just got it. But panhandling is a crime.
Panhandling is First Amendment protected activity.
Let me talk.
Freedom of speech. Well, I'm just going to correct you every time you say it. I'll leave at 5 o'clock since it closes at 5, but
So we just had to complain of somebody that was out looked like a panhandler. So that's why this all happened. So I'm sorry.
but
And I told you I was going to investigate it, did I not?
Yes.
And I told you I was going to call Jay and ask him what he heard, right?
All right.
And have I not done that?
Yeah, but you were threatening to put me in jail for not giving ID.
Well, technically you're required by
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. You want to try that? We can go that route too.
But I'm not going to give you the reaction you're looking for.
My reaction, the reaction I'm looking for with a God bless the homeless veteran sign is just people just to leave me alone. That's all.
Listen, you gotta understand, people call us and allege that a crime is committed. We come and investigate it. It's called an investigative process. It's literally what they pay us to do.
Well, panhandling is not a crime either. Even if I was panhandling, it is not a crime.
That's your opinion.
No, it's not. It's the court's opinion. It's the federal court's opinion.
Anyways, have a good day. We're done.
All right, you too.
Nobody can say, yes, I heard him. Yeah, I wanted to hear.
So even if I asked JD, if I asked you for money, would I go to jail right now?
No, you're not going to get the reaction.
Okay, JD, can I have some money? I'm panhandling.
I'm not fighting. I'm not
Yeah,
stupid.
good. You shouldn't be because it's a freedom of speech thing.
No, it's not.
It's-
It's a violation of the city ordinance.
You're walking away and getting in your car because you know better.
You got a smartphone. Look up north. It's called Immunity.
You know better. You're getting in your car and you're leaving because you know better.
Some contributions.
You don't want to go that route. You don't want to be deposed. You don't want to go to federal court.
This case demonstrates how police officers sometimes misuse ordinances or statutes to pressure individuals into compliance. Here's how you can stop them from twisting the law against you. Know your rights. The First Amendment protects free speech, assembly, and religious expression, especially in public spaces. Laws banning panhandling are often ruled unconstitutional. Demand the law, not their opinion. If officers claim you're violating a law, ask them to cite the exact statute and explain how it applies. Many will struggle to provide a legal justification. Refuse to provide ID without cause. Unless you are lawfully detained based on reasonable suspicion of a crime, you do not have to provide ID in most states. Record everything. Always film interactions with law enforcement. Video evidence can expose unlawful police behavior and protect you in court. Stay firm, stay calm. Police often test people's resolve by making false threats. Do not be intimidated. Hold your ground and assert your rights clearly. Jeff's encounter is a textbook example of how knowing your rights can shut down unconstitutional police actions. While officers attempted to use hearsay and local ordinances to intimidate him, he refused to comply with their unlawful demands. This case serves as a warning. Some police officers will stretch, misinterpret, or even make up laws to suppress speech, demand ID, or issue citations. But if you know your rights, you can stop them in their tracks, just like Jeff did.